Are you serious?
Let's go. Oh,
I can't believe this.
God. We just want you to have the last word.
The REM pod.
Wow. No way.
Oh my God.
Dude.
I can't even formulate words that like I'm that shocked by this. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Paranormal Quest YouTube channel. We are officially in Rosedale, Indiana. We are currently on the road filming episodes, and while we were in this area, we needed to come back to a place that shocked us last time, and that is the Stark Saloon. The Stark Saloon has a rich history. This place was actually built by a man named John Stark to be a saloon, and upstairs there was a brothel. Now, he was a former coal miner, and when he retired, he opened up this business and moved in with his wife and his 5 children. The problem was, they had a lot of trouble taking care of all 5 children while running this business. So Jenny, his wife, called her sister, Bertha, who was 17 years old, to come to Rosedale and to help them take care of their children. Unfortunately, there was a bit of miscommunication amongst Jenny and John. The miscommunication being that Jenny did not want John to sleep with her sister, and John did. John started an illicit love affair with 17-year-old Bertha, and Bertha fell pregnant. And when that happened, the news was out. Jenny was furious, and she left John. He ran the business here, continued to do so, and Bertha took care of the children upstairs while with child. After a while, Jenny missed the kids, so she actually decided that she was going to come back, and she wrote John a letter saying that she would come back to be with the children if he sent Bertha away, and he did. He sent Bertha back home. She came back, and unfortunately, on the same day that she arrived back here in Rosedale, John received a letter from one of the neighbors in the town that she was staying in, saying that she was sleeping around with a bunch of the men in that town. And when that happened, in a fit of rage, John, in the saloon right next door to us, shot and killed his wife Jenny, and then turned the gun on himself. This was a tragedy that the city of Rosedale remembered for a century. Generations talked about this crime in this saloon. And that act, I think, left a stain on these walls that people experience in the form of paranormal activity. We're here tonight to do a paranormal investigation to see if the spirits of John or Jenny or anyone else still linger inside the Stark Saloon. And we're going to be doing it a little bit different than we normally do because we're on the road filming at 3 different locations, 3 to 5 episodes this week. We're not going to have time to edit a full-length episode for you guys, so this is an uncut paranormal investigation video. 1 camera from this point on. No more cuts. There will not be any breaks. The full investigation is here for you guys to watch, and we are going to wire this place with equipment and see what happens. Are you ready, Dave?
I'm more than ready.
Before we go up and take a look at the brothel, let's step into the saloon so you can see where this atrocious tragedy and this horrible crime took place, right inside this room. So as you can see, we already have some of the equipment staged and ready, so whenever we get ready to start investigating, we'll turn all of this on, and we'll hopefully start having some sort of communication. But this was the room where it happened. And from the reports of eyewitnesses, they said when John came in his fit of rage, he was standing right over here, right about where that chair is, and he fired across the room, and his wife Jenny was standing right over here in front of this door. And this is where she passed away. And then John, of course, passed away right over where he was standing, which is why we've chosen to stage the equipment where we have it. And when we were here last time and investigated the Stark Saloon, we had some interesting responses come through, including a spirit box response through the mini portal that sounded like it said Mr. Stark, which was very, very strange. If that was some sort of radio interference, that's way too bizarre and coincidental. I believe we may have had some sort of communication with Mr. John Stark here inside this saloon. But the weirdest part is above our heads is the brothel. And it's so strange because there was no access to the brothel from inside this building. There is now because they cut a hole in the wall upstairs. But the brothel patrons would enter through a fire escape door and go upstairs. But it's bizarre how close this active brothel was to the Stark family and the children that lived in this house that's attached to the saloon and brothel. So let's walk upstairs and take a look at how close this brothel actually is to the family who lived inside this house. And I tell you, if these walls could tell, if this house, these walls could tell stories, whew, I bet you they'd have some crazy ones.
Oh, I bet.
So you see this hole in the wall right here. This hole in the wall was cut by the current owners, I believe, to give access to where the brothel was without having to go outside. It's like a hidden room that the family couldn't even see. But behind this wall was the den of iniquities. Let's go in here.
Let's check it out.
Wait a minute.
What?
Who's that?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Connor?
What in the world?
Brothel Bros reunite.
Brothel Bros reunite. Connor just hangs out in brothels, apparently.
I do. That's where all the ghosts talk to me at.
Everybody, Connor from Paranormal Encounters. Give him a round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys. It's been a long time since we got together and done a video together. So why not a better place than a brothel, Ryan? Everybody's wanting us to come back to a brothel.
That's right. Hey, ever since we did the brothel in Colorado, everyone said that we were the Brothel Bros. So, you know what? Here we are in another brothel, coming together, Paranormal Quest, Paranormal Encounters, the Brothel Bros, in the Stark Saloon and brothel. You guys ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Yes, absolutely.
But before we do, it's kind of interesting to look at the layout of this room because Greg and his staff had pointed this out to us last time. There is a smoke stack, a chimney that comes up through here. The door that's behind that would have been how the patrons entered the brothel back when it was active. And there would have been beds, and possibly it could have been separated off. They're not entirely sure. There could have been multiple rooms up here, but whew, just to imagine the things that happened back in those times up here, because illicit businesses weren't regulated. So, and especially the women, the working women that were up here were very susceptible to be attacked, preyed upon, robbed, to fall victim to certain crimes. And so we're going to investigate up here in a little bit, but to start out, let's go down to the saloon and see if we can contact Mr. Stark and Jenny, who may still haunt the Stark Saloon.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And of course, we can't forget that how close, I mean, bedrooms. This is where the family lived. So look how close they are to the activities. Raising children right next to a brothel, or being raised as a child right next to a brothel, might do some pretty crazy stuff to your mind.
Yeah, the walls are thin.
Yes, they are. We do have motion sensors set up here, and you'll see, you probably saw them if you watched our Haymond House episode. I said I was going to buy these, and I did. I bought them. I held true to my promise. If you walk in front of them...
Brothel music.
That's right. So if anyone's here and you want to hear the piano music, there's one sitting right here. Just walk in this room, or if you walk in that room, you can hear some other piano music, and we'll hear it from downstairs.
Okay.
Down we go.
You gonna get that REM pod?
I'll turn this REM pod on right here. We'll hear this from inside the saloon for sure. Okay. Into the saloon we go. Let me get this REM pod here. There's one in this room as well, the living room. And we can't forget there's other history with this saloon. It's not just the violent history of the Stark family and the things that could have happened with the brothel, but also we can't forget about the history we have here, Dave.
We?
Me. And if we walk right back through here, we come to a very memorable sight.
That was my favorite part of the episode.
But what was fascinating was someone was genuinely concerned. If you guys have not seen our original Stark Saloon episode, I'll put a box right up here that you can click on right now to watch that, because the responses we were getting after I fell through a hole in the floor right here, someone was very concerned about me. It was through GhostTube. It said, be careful. Then it said, are you okay? And Dave was laughing about, do you think that was funny? And it said not. And like, someone was very concerned about me, but we were the first group to ever investigate the Stark Saloon. So it was not ready to be open yet. And as you can see now that it is ready to be open, they've covered up the holes in the floor, but let me
Test it out.
Yeah, test it out.
let me just go ahead and reminisce here. Ready?
Yeah.
Let me just reminisce here. Doesn't have the same appeal.
If it did, I would be worried.
Let's head in here. So, as we're going through, I'll explain a little bit as I'm turning this stuff on how it works in case some of you may not have ever seen a paranormal investigation before. We have multiple proximity meters. What Connor has over there that he's setting up is a REM pod, and this is a spirit pod. Same thing, you get close to the antenna and it'll light up and it'll chime. We have a MEL meter that also has a REM function attached to it. So another item that is made by Gary Golka. And this one has an antenna as well as EMF detection. So you just turn it on, you adjust your sensitivity, and then you set it up. I think the antenna might be a bit loose here. There we go. And whenever it is stable here, you'll see that that will go off. And then when something gets close to it,
Cat ball?
and then we have a cat ball right here. These are just motion activated balls. I have it set up on the table in case something tries to push it off of there. Any sort of slight vibration to the table or to the ball itself, as you can see, it's just falling off now that I tapped it. But, well, I don't know if it'll sit pretty now. I may have to put it on the floor.
Yeah, the floor looks kind of slanted right now.
Yeah. So I'll just set it down there. I don't know how I got it to stay before, but... And then this, Connor, explain this piece of equipment to us, because this is yours and you brought it along for us to use.
Yeah, so this is the Epoch device, and it's very simple. It just answers yes or no questions. So it has some kind of algorithm that on how it actually answers you. I couldn't even really tell you off the top of my head at this minute here, but basically how it works is a spirit can communicate and answer yes or no questions. It has a yes or no, green, red. And if it just bleeps real quickly, the light just lights up, it's more likely just environmental noise. If it holds down the light for the color, it's more likely it's paranormal activity and something's communicating with you. So you just simply just turn it on, and then you just ask questions.
Okay.
I've had some really good results with it. It actually is really cool when it actually works, and you're having a full-blown conversation with somebody.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of equipment set up that we can use to try and communicate, as well as we have a brand new, officially purchased music box. It's a Polter Tune. This is the PMB Polter Tune, Paranormal Music Box Polter Tune. And our old Paranormal Music Box kind of was broken in a horrible tragedy. But you step between it, and we have that and the REM pod set up right where Jenny passed away. This equipment set up over here right where John passed away. You ready to switch over to Night Shot, Dave?
I'm ready.
I'm going to turn on GhostTube in hopes that we can get some responses through that as well. Stark Saloon, GhostTube. I'm going to have Connor hold this right over here.
Okay.
We got the IR lights on.
Switch that over.
You got to hit the button below the knob.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one there.
You're changing the color temperature on us.
Oh, yeah.
I look better at 5400K.
So if there's anyone here in the Stark Saloon, I don't know if you remember Dave and I, but we were here about 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. It's a pretty memorable night, I'm sure.
I know.
I know?
Wow,
What?
right off the
Are
bat.
you serious?
Yeah, it just said I know.
Thank you.
Wow.
That is nuts, like immediately.
Witch.
Witch, like a witch. Pagan.
Okay.
We're not witches. It may have seemed that way from how loud we were cackling when I fell into that hole in the floor.
You remember this man right here falling into the floor in the other room?
The spirit pod's right to your right there, Dave.
Okay.
Don't forget, this light could go on and off real fast here, so you might want to switch directions a little bit.
Okay.
That way you can capture if it does go off.
Got it.
There's a box right over here that Connor brought with him. This is Connor right here. And he brought this box to, you can light it up, yes, no questions, and we'll be able to see the lights turn on. It has a green light for yes and a red light for no. We'd love to try and see if you can use it.
John Stark, are you here?
You can use any of these things that we have set up to show us that you're here. We're not here to make you perform. We're not here to make you do anything you don't want to do, but all this stuff is set up here just to show us that you're here, and then we can talk to you and tell your story or learn about your life. Yes. Was that too quick, Connor?
No. Quick as in it goes off real quickly.
Gotcha.
That's probably somebody using that.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you for using that and making the light turn on if that was you. Is this Mr. Stark? Jonathan Stark? Is this Jenny? That was my stomach making that noise.
I've got such a strange feeling right now.
I know.
I kind of feel that over here. It feels a little tense, maybe.
Yeah.
Sort of. Feels, I don't know. Feels really off.
Yeah, it's kind of like a heavy feeling.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, it feels like that when you know someone's watching you, but you don't know where from.
I definitely have that watching feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here watching us? If you are, can you touch that red light on the ground over there by the door?
Right over here.
Do you remember Ryan and Dave from last time they were here?
Isn't it weird how we got such a quick response through Ghost?
Brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say it's weird that we got such a quick response through GhostTube and then it just has not gone off.
I was just took a step too when this happened.
Yeah.
That was really cool though when it said I know, when you're talking about your experience last time falling through the floor and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very memorable indeed, apparently, even for the spirits of the Stark Saloon. They remember me as the guy that fell through the hole in the floor. Maybe switch me spots here, Connor, because you were standing right about here when it was talking earlier.
Yeah.
This was your bar. This was your saloon. I'm sure you loved this place, and it's just a shame that it all ended in such a tragedy. Do you regret what happened?
Missing.
You're missing your life here? You're missing your marriage before everything happened? If there's anyone upstairs, you can walk so we can hear you. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
That was it. That was not my stomach this time.
Oh, the little growling noise?
Yeah.
Home.
Home. That was me, the stomach. I'm sorry, I was getting ready to say something. It just said home.
Home.
This was a home.
Missing home.
Wow.
It could have been spread out, 2 words, spread out.
No.
No.
That's definitely somebody using that.
The red light, I don't know if you saw that or not, Dave, but the red light on the epoch just lit up.
I did see that.
You caught it on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that what you said was wrong. Thank you for using that.
Is this your home?
John, do you regret what happened with Bertha? If you do, can you let us know by lighting up one of these devices for us, please?
Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like I was going forward for a second there.
I'm kind of getting that same off-kilter feeling myself over here.
Yeah, I just literally tipped forward. That's why I had to stop myself.
Whoa.
You did hear that, though? Is that me?
No, that was on the other side of this wall.
Was it like a knock?
It was like movement.
I did hear that.
Hello? I'm going to walk over this way.
Yeah, that was not me.
I don't see anyone out here,
Was that you that we just heard?
like outside.
Well, that would sound like it was inside.
Yeah. Can you make the pretty music play upstairs?
Clean. Aaron.
Clean Aaron. Like Aaron, like as in a name.
Like E-R-I-N? Or
He told me.
He told me.
No, like A-A-R-O-N. He told me.
Clean Aaron, he told me.
I wonder if that was a girl's. It could be. Do you think there's a girl's name back then or no?
Aaron with 2 A's is generally a
Guy.
guy.
Kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
You want us to go into the kitchen?
Dark.
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 It is dark in here.
Yeah, it feels eerie.
Yeah. When I stuck my head out that door, I did not like that at all.
Yeah, I don't like my back facing that. I keep looking back there.
Are you from here?
No.
Wow.
That, oh my God, that is a long time.
It's like it's answering its own questions.
They're talking to each other.
Oh my God, yeah.
Feeling.
Feeling, we were just talking about feeling off.
Yeah, feeling like that doorway, something in that.
Is there somebody out there towards the kitchen area?
Help.
Help.
Where do we need to go to help you? Can you make a sound or touch one of our devices, please?
Protect.
Help. Protect.
We can't undo what's already been done.
It's like the residual, like that help, protect, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that's probably what she was feeling.
Give it back.
Give it back.
It's so talkative right now.
I know. And it said nothing for the longest time. You guys heard it said
Yeah.
nothing when Connor was standing over here.
Wait, I'm standing close to where she died, right?
You're standing in the path that the shot traveled through.
Yeah,
That's
right
right.
in between them.
You're standing right in between them.
She might be here.
Yeah. Are you still here? We just want to talk to you and get to know your side of the story. If you can tell us what happened.
Jenny, right?
Mm-hmm. Jenny or Jane.
Jenny, are you here?
Missing home because she was far away. Because she sent that letter, right? I mean, it could be a stretch, but
Give it back.
yeah.
Is this the argument that you guys had in this spot? Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's definitely somebody using that. That's really cool.
This is the argument that we're having.
Yeah.
According to the epoch box. Could it be like residual? Like you're standing in between where they were probably, I assuming, a screaming match with each other before
Well,
the violence happened.
what if I'm standing in almost the exact spot? Because if she was found right here, she would have maybe fallen back or, you know, something from a gunshot, right?
Right.
So I could literally be in the exact spot.
Yeah.
Because this is talking a lot where I'm standing at.
Mm-hmm. Missing home.
I'm sorry what happened to you.
Ryan, you want to swap off just for a sec?
Yeah. Jenny. I got it. Okay. Is that why you said missing home? You came back here because you missed home, right? You came back here because you were missing your family. You were missing home, and then when you got here, you were met with horrible violence. Is that true?
Wait,
What?
I thought I heard something like talking. Do you think there's anybody outside right now?
No, there's no one out there.
Mm-mm.
No?
Here, I'll show you guys too. Let me know if anything goes off. It's literally deserted out here.
Jenny, if you're still here, ma'am, can you stand right there where that red light is, right in front of the door? There'll be some pretty music that plays, and we'd like for you to hear that.
God,
I know, dude. It's
I
like
feel like a pirate right now.
it's like topsy-turvy in here, or whatever you would call it.
It's like a feeling of vertigo.
Like being drunk
Yeah.
in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Which is where we are.
Yeah, true. I feel like Captain Jack Sparrow right now. Where's the rum?
Tired.
Tired.
Does it take a lot out of you to come here and talk to us? To be able to speak to us? Jenny, do you miss the kids? Do you miss your kids? It's weird. It's like it comes in waves here.
Yeah. Is this somebody else that we're talking to right now? That's my stomach.
Okay.
Back.
Back.
Back. Are you back? Or did he shoot you in the back? When you were trying to get
Leave
away?
here.
Leave here.
Well, I don't like that one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say something that would upset you.
I'm going to put my back to this doorway.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I will.
You know that we don't mean you any harm. We were here a couple of years ago. And we were kind to you then. And I think we're being kind to you now, right?
Real.
Jesus. Scary.
Real.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to be kind to you.
Go away.
Wow.
Is that twice it said that?
It said please leave and then it said go away.
Yeah. Who's telling us to leave and go away? We're just here to, out of respect, to try to communicate with you. We don't mean to be disrespectful. do not like that kitchen area back there.
No.
It freaks me out. I mean, it's just so dark. Look at over there.
It did say kitchen. Maybe we should really quick take a piece of equipment back there.
You may grab the epoch.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll grab this mail meter.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay.
We're going to go to the kitchen. If I can see where I'm going.
But you can still use any of this stuff right here.
kitchen,
Are you serious?
Let's go.
Oh, yes.
We're coming.
That, I have chills, guys.
Yeah, me too.
And, okay, so one thing we've got to let everybody know, though, is that GhostTube does not listen to you and repeat your words and answer your questions like an AI or something like that. It doesn't. It doesn't do that.
No, it's strictly taking magnetic readings from the magnetometer in the device, which those magnetic readings are connected to words within the dictionary that it then says those words. So when it gets those magnetic readings, then it says the words connected to them.
And it's said kitchen multiple times.
Yes, right as soon as we say we're going to the kitchen, then it says kitchen.
That's
Something intelligent is for sure listening to us right now. They know we're out here.
absolutely.
We're right by the kitchen. Why did you want us to come over here?
Covered in cold chills.
Yeah. That and it's 30 degrees out.
Yeah. Can you see that green light in the kitchen there? Can you go and try and touch that green light? Let us know you're here. It won't hurt you.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to film the tripwire back there, or do I want to come over here and get the epoch and the mail?
We can go in.
Yeah, let's go into the kitchen.
Is there a chair in front of me?
There's a chair in front of me that I just kicked. Let me go ahead and move this chair out of the way here. Is that you, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. It is so dark in here, guys. Look at what we're seeing right now. This right here is what we are seeing. As compared to with the night shot, the night vision, which our eyes can't see, which is that.
I'll stand
It is dark in here.
right over here. Don't fall through a hole. Is that a hole in the floor?
No.
Oh, that is a hole in the floor.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, just be careful.
elderly,
Elderly.
cousin,
Elderly cousin.
sacrifice,
Oh.
What?
Are we talking to somebody from the Stark family or somebody after the Stark family lived here?
what date is it?
It is January, or no, it's not. It's February the 12th of 2024. There's a reading going on the mail. And it just dropped.
It was 2 point something.
Yeah.
Or it was 2. I saw a reading of 2. I don't know if I could see that because the camera wasn't focusing, but I saw 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a reading of 2
Milligauss.
milligauss is what it's set in, yes.
Which is weird because it's sitting at a flat 0.
It's sitting at a flat 0 and there's no electricity in this building.
No.
I would hope not.
So what year is it for you?
Mm-hmm.
You kept saying kitchen, and now we're here in the kitchen. Do you have anything else to say now that we're here?
Did that horrible horrible event between John and Jenny leave a mark, a stain on this building?
Weak. Why is she here? Please go.
Wow.
Oh
Weak.
my-
Why is she here?
Please go. Are they talking about Bertha?
She might be.
Like an argument in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jenny, are you arguing with Bertha? Was there an argument in here? Remember, you can also use these things with the lights on them to communicate with us.
Cold.
Yes, I am.
Is it cold for you? Can you feel that cold? No,
No. Wow.
Awesome.
it's not cold.
That I just want to say that was my ankles. I'm not trying anything weird.
Just like I said at the Harriman Hospital, that's Dave's geriatric ankles.
That's them.
Beside you.
Ooh.
Beside who?
How about this? I have a really cold energy right here to my right.
Here, let me take this.
Like right here. Let me grab that recorder really oh, it's
I've
right
got
here. You have it? That's my wallet. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a quick burst EVP session here. Rolling EVP session, Stark Saloon. This is Ryan, Connor, and Dave in the kitchen. I'm gonna set this down right where I'm feeling the energy and step away.
Kathy.
Kathy.
This is with a K.
Kathy, did you follow us from the Haymond house? That's me moving for the recorder. What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like it was in between us.
It was so loud, just like
God,
right
this-
here.
Scared the soul out of me. What? Is that again? What
Was it that floorboard that you stepped on, Dave? No?
It sounded like it was in the
Lights.
Lights. You want to use the lights? Can you talk through the lights or talk to that box that I just set on the floor? Speak as loudly as you can.
Dead.
Dead. Scream it. Is either John or Jenny still here?
Did you have an argument in this kitchen?
Are you okay?
Oh, it felt like something tickled my
No.
head.
No.
No.
Did you capture that?
I was pointing over there, yeah.
Yeah, I said no. Answered your question.
No argument in the kitchen. One more question for this box right here, and then we're going to listen back to it. No.
No more questions.
Do you regret what happened on that day?
Worship.
Worship. Okay. Ending. That's weird that it said Kathy again. Like
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever gotten Kathy through GhostTube in all the years we've been using it, and on the past 2.
Kathy, are you here? Did you follow us from Sutton?
The REM pod.
Don't fall through the floor.
I'm not. Which one was it? Was it? It sounded close. It would have to be this one.
Yeah. Kathy?
Wait, I should. What was the epoch?
Okay.
Here, I'll just.
I remember you.
No way.
Oh my god!
Dude. And we've been having so much weird stuff happen.
Yeah, and around the area too that you fell through the floor, Ryan.
We're literally standing right where all those crazy responses were coming through GhostTube last time we were here.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'm gonna grab the epoch.
Okay.
Put it over by you, because obviously, whoever is here remembers you.
Yeah. And to be honest, this may not have even been built on at the time.
Yeah, the kitchen part.
True.
That looks more modern. This may have been the kitchen back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can't see. Okay, here we go. Don't forget our melon there.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn this chair around. We'll put the epoch right here.
This is the part that we walk through in the door.
Should I listen back to this really fast?
Yeah.
Hey, Connor, take a half step to your right.
This way?
Yes, just so I can see that REM pod.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Do you think it was that REM pod?
It had to have been.
Okay, let's test it. Someone go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Go to the kitchen real quick. Just a quick beep, right? Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
It had to be that one.
It had to be. I don't think we would have heard the other one.
EVP section, Stark Saloon. This is Ryan, Connor, and Dave in the kitchen. I'm going to set this down. Right where I'm feeling the energy and step away. Kathy.
There it was.
Kathy. That's what I said. Kathy, did you follow us from the Haven house? Is that me moving to the recorder?
Ruth.
Ruth?
What was that? What was that?
Wait, let's go back and listen to that. Because that was loud.
What was that? What was that? I don't know. It sounded like it was in between us. It was so loud. God, right here. Get the phone over here. What? Is that again? What was that? What did you say about that?
Epoch.
No.
Lights. You want to use the lights? Can you talk through the lights or talk to that box that I just set on the floor? Speak as loudly as you can. Dead. Scream it.
Green.
Is John or the gang still here?
Green.
There's a green light in the kitchen behind me.
You can light up the green light in the epoch.
Did you have an argument in this kitchen? Yeah, I said no. Answer your question. No argument in the kitchen. One more question for this box right here, and then we're going to listen back to it. No. No more questions. Do you regret what happened on that day? Worship.
Nothing. Nothing EVP wise, but there's been some strange activity otherwise.
Yeah. That is wild about Kathy.
I remember you.
Yeah, and the fact that it said "I remember you" right when we walked right through here, and then if it is Kathy, you know, if it's the same Kathy, it could be a different Kathy.
It could be.
But
Grave.
Grave.
Epoch.
grave, no.
It's not. It's
I
not a
don't
different
like it.
Kathy.
I don't like it.
Grave, I don't like it. What's the thing? Okay, this is. I got chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Even though John killed Jenny, she is buried in the same grave with him.
What?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Grave, I don't like it. Ooh, the hair is standing up.
Please leave.
That's the third time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got goosebumps crawling through my skin right now.
Grave,
Me too.
grave, I don't like it.
Jenny, are you upset that you were buried with John?
Other side.
Other side?
I don't know. We don't know what that means.
Can you use this yes or no box to talk? Green for yes, red for no? Yes or no, Jenny? This is the easiest way for us to understand you. Are you upset that you had to be buried with the man who took your life?
And cheated on you with your sister.
Robbed you of your life with your kids.
Murdered.
Wow. We know you were. We're sorry.
Oh,
I can't believe this.
God, this is a hot area right here, Ryan.
I know.
I'm glad he fell through the floor here, no offense.
Jenny, we're sorry to hear that you're in... I don't even know. Like, I can't even formulate words that like, I'm that shocked by this.
Yeah.
Like, these words are so relevant. And every single one after the other, is so relevant.
It really is. It's quite bizarre.
Pathetic.
He probably was pathetic. If that's what you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
We're sorry that your life ended the way that it did, and we're sorry that you have to be buried with him, and we're sorry that he treated you the way that he treated you. Broke your heart.
Bring it to me.
Bring it to me. It said that.
So give it back in the saloon area.
And we're sorry that he broke your heart before that.
a little bit ago, somebody in here
What?
touched that red light over there on that stand. Who was that? Was that you, Jenny? Or was it John? And it all stops.
Is there anything we can do for you, Jenny? Anything we can do to make things better for you?
Halt.
Halt? Like stop.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go. That's mine.
Halt, I need to go, that's mine. You don't have to stay.
Pathetic.
That's the second time I said pathetic, saying in my spot.
Jenny, if you're going to leave us, if you have to go, can you try touching that red light again on your way out for us, please? It would be so helpful for us.
I'm just thinking, spitballing. Because again, we can't prove 100% that any of these responses are relevant or paranormal, just like we can't prove anything is paranormal that we're experiencing. There's a strong coincidence with the words coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since we were in the other room, I felt like it was words that would be used in an argument.
Yeah.
And it's the same with these ones coming through right there. Halt, I need to go, pathetic. It said pathetic twice.
Yeah.
You know.
Why is she here in the kitchen? Which would make sense. Why is Bertha here?
Mm-hmm. Why is she here?
Leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times.
Please go, leave, yeah. Or I need to go, and then please leave. And
Are you still with us? Was that you, Ryan?
yes, that was the board under my foot here. Let me move. That was that board under my
Please
foot.
find a sturdy board.
I'll get on more solid ground. There's also purple lights right here that if you walk up and down them, it'll show us if there's any of the children here or anyone who's interested in that.
I kind of want to know who was so concerned about you last time when you fell through this hole.
Me too.
Because that's when I say it's my favorite part, not just the falling through, because I felt awful for you, but it was just the responses that somebody was genuinely concerned for you. It was really cool.
There was a lot of people in the comments that said they felt like it was more of like a motherly response to that, like that caring, that are you okay? Here, I'll switch off with you again, Dave. Okay. Give you some.
Maybe it was Jenny.
It could be.
You want to step in here?
Yeah.
Bring the epoch with
Grab
us.
the epoch there. Crazy.
Crazy.
What?
We were saying it's crazy.
Oh.
Then after this, I think we should go upstairs to the brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out the brothel.
Hold on. I do want to try one thing.
Okay. Are you going to put it right there?
Where would you like me to stand?
Well, anywhere, either way. I'll pan back and forth between the two since we have so much equipment in here.
We do.
Would you like me to move the epoch somewhere else, or?
No, it should be all right.
Okay.
We'll just have to listen for the REM pods, so
Hey, if we don't capture it light up, at least we hear the sound.
that's true. And the epoch has been staying lit up long enough that I can easily pan over to it.
Did you really go? 'Cause we're not hearing anybody talk right now.
When we were here last time, when Ryan...
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
When Ryan and I were here last time, he really, really hurt himself. He almost fell through the floor. Do you remember where that was at? Can you go stand by where that was? After he fell, someone was very concerned and asked if he was okay. Was that you, Jenny, that was asking him if he was okay? How weird, you guys. Everything has just stopped.
I feel like that area for some...
Show yourself.
We're right here. Where are you at? We're in the parlor area.
Oh, I thought one was lit up. Never mind. It's really, go on to what you were saying. I feel like these areas aren't as active as that area for some weird reason in there. And then the saloon, obviously the saloon.
Yeah.
The kitchen, like we were just saying, it might be a newer part. But it kept telling us to go to the kitchen, and we're out in this area for a reason.
Do we want to try and do the brothel upstairs here?
Yeah, we could grab some of this equipment and head up there real quick.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's some residual energy left.
Cigar.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they used one up there.
Cigar.
You know, I'm not going to lie. The responses are super relevant here. Whether we're missing the conversation and it's just somebody talking, like we were just in the saloon, it sounded like it was having a conversation with somebody else or something else in there with the epoch talking and the ghost dude communicating with it. It's pretty cool, the responses that we're getting here so far.
Mm-hmm. And then the REM pod going off, and
yeah,
it's very strange to me because this usually with GhostTube there'll be responses that come through. It's like one or two of them are so relevant they blow your socks off, you know. But tonight it's been like, it's like the exception to the rule is that they seem random, and most of the things coming through just seem very relevant. That grave, I don't like it, was so
weird.
I'm trying my best not to cuss here because of the uncut video.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know, blow these people's ears off with profanity. But like, that was so strange to me, knowing what we know about how even after her, you know, even after he took her life and robbed her of her future and cheated on her and all those things, she has to be buried with him.
It's awful.
That's just like that response right there. I mean, tell us in the comments, guys. Do you feel what we're feeling? Do you feel like these responses are too relevant?
It's bizarre.
It's kind of weird because GhostTube doesn't exactly work this way. You know what I mean? Like it'll say a word when you're having a conversation, but it's just like, I feel like there's more, but there's more airtime between it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just spitting out random words. They're all relevant.
Yeah.
Juan. How?
Wait, what? I think it said Juan, like the name. How?
It said hell?
How?
How? Okay. We'll have to check that when we
It
stop
went by
rolling.
so fast. I think it said Juan, like Juan.
Huh. We'll have to check that whenever we go back. Whenever we stop rolling on GhostTube, we'll check that response and see if it was Juan.
Could be just environmental noise too. It may not even be anything.
Right.
You want to head upstairs?
Yeah. Do we want to grab the music box?
Yeah, I can grab it.
I got another hand. Hold on. So we are going to head upstairs here to the brothel.
Brothel Bros Unite!
For those of you that are new to the channel and don't understand that reference or that joke, that was a nickname that we were given in the comments or the chat for a previous episode that just happened to be, zooming in on myself, a brothel.
Yeah, and it all started in the Elks Lodge in Colorado.
It all started in the Elks Lodge.
What is your name?
My name is Connor.
My name's Ryan.
My name's Dave. What's your name?
Let's head up to the brothel. Let's grab this music box.
Let's do it.
I can't see anything.
That is very dark.
I'll find the music box by walking in front of it.
Do you turn it off? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't think it needs a reset when you put it in new places, but it actually works in the thing. Don't fall through a hole, Ryan.
Okay. I'm trying not to. We have a REM pod too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we have that REM pod. Plus we still have those 2 motion sensors up here on the second floor in the bedrooms.
Yeah. We're coming upstairs.
Sorry for filming your butt, Connor. I wasn't
It's
watching
very,
the screen.
very appropriate for where we're going.
I wasn't watching the screen, and I looked back at the screen as I was walking. I was like, oh, I'm
Sorry.
filming.
Have
Connor.
we met?
We haven't met, but we can meet.
That's an interesting
As I
question.
was getting ready to walk my foot through the brothel. This is my favorite place, everybody. I have very good luck at brothels, so hopefully my luck doesn't run out tonight, and still they want to communicate with me in here. So
The ghost ladies of the night seem to love you, Connor. Let's get in there. Okay.
Ooh, I got a heart palpitation.
Heart palpitation.
Good?
Yeah. Whew. That was like rough. I think I'm just nervous.
Could be. Set that up there. I'm going to go ahead and place this
Do you want me to switch?
chair. Could you hold the camera for a second?
Yeah.
I'm going to set this music box up while I have the... I'm actually going to take this chair here and put the...
This is I don't know.
Now I'm the cameraman for Paranormal Quest.
Okay, that doesn't want to work. So we'll go ahead and put this over...
Oh my god, the floor shakes when you walk.
Yeah, this is definitely an old building. I think they said it was built in the 1890s as just like a wooden frame brothel, or a wooden frame saloon. We'll do it in the corner here. I wonder if I just pull it back a little bit too. Maybe that'll help. We'll just pull it back. Okay.
39.
39. 39.
And I'll go ahead and set the epoch right in the doorway here, you think? Or
Yeah. I mean, that would have been the wall, but
true.
Could have been a bed over there or something.
yeah, we have no idea the layout of how this area was set up at all. We have no idea if there were walls separating the rooms, if this was an open air brothel, which would have been the most awkward kind.
Oh, there we go.
But you want me to take the camera back from you, Connor?
If you want, or it's up to you. You want me to film you guys, or
film it.
We don't want to put you to work, Connor. This
hey,
isn't your channel. You should be the guest. You're not the one who has to work here.
well, can you see the epoch?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to stand in front of it.
We heard that this was an area where there were some working girls, and we brought the most eligible bachelor, Mr. Connor Biddle, up here for a visit. Are there any ladies up here who would like to spend some time with Connor?
Inside.
What?
Watch out, Connor.
All right.
No, we know this was a tough life for you. And I'm sure it was not at all your favored profession. But we can't assume that you were forced to do this. You may have chosen to do this. So that's why we're here to talk, so you can tell your story.
Did you like what you did here?
Is the floor moving?
Mm-mm.
I feel so like I did downstairs in the saloon right now.
Well, it's weird because we're right up above the saloon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This is like the second floor of the saloon, so right down below us is the saloon.
I just don't feel like I have my balance. My knees feel shaky.
Was it difficult to work here knowing that on the other side of the wall over here there were children sleeping, children playing? What was that?
Oh,
I don't know.
Poisoned.
Poisoned?
Did one of the men poison you? Connor, do you want to tell him how the spirits?
I'm not sure how.
Yes. Wow.
okay.
What was the question you asked? Did one of the men poison you?
Yeah. Well, we're sorry to hear that.
That's the first time that's gone off in a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See how that green light lit up? You can answer yes or no questions that way. That green light means yes, and the red light means no. Was the man who poisoned you a customer?
Can you feel me? Fireplace.
Was there a fireplace in here? Or?
There's a chimney right over there.
Oh.
I shot her.
No.
Oh my
way.
God.
No way.
That is awesome. Well, the response, but
Yeah.
that is so relevant.
John? Did you follow us up here?
Did you hear that? I thought I heard something. It may have been outside, though.
I cannot believe that just came through.
I can't either. It's something that we haven't heard.
I've never heard that for their ghost tube ever.
We've heard it a couple times on past investigations, but it never made sense. That's weird. John, did you... There it was again.
I heard what you're talking about. I just can't identify what it is.
It sounds like it's probably outside, though, so we'll just ignore it. John? Did you run this place? Was this your saloon and brothel? I'm just still in shock. I don't know what to say about this.
I know.
I know.
It's like it's at the point...
I'm stuck.
I'm stuck. It's at the point where, like, I don't even know how to react anymore.
Yeah. It's just because the responses just come out of nowhere, and it just, like you said earlier, knock your socks off. It's just the responses are just, like, so relative to this place that it just, like, stuns you,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And we're right above the saloon, like you said.
Mm-hmm. It's like right below our feet where that happened. John, do you hide up here because you don't want to go down there?
Steven.
Steven. With a V. Steve.
Steve.
S-T-E-V-N.
Steven.
That's how it's spelled.
Steven. What was
that?
Something just moved over here. I don't think there's like pigeons in here, do you?
Pigeons. It's like 30 degrees out. I don't think they'd be in here, would they?
I don't think so.
I don't see or smell any sign of pigeons.
Yeah, you'd be able to smell the pigeon.
But I think we would hear it.
What do they call it?
More.
Guano.
Guano. The pigeon feces.
Did one of the ladies of the night get shot up here? Ryan, you want to do another burst EVP?
Yeah, I was thinking that, or maybe even a Moonbox session.
Yeah.
Paracom S, I should say. Now, here, I'll hold on to that. I'm going to run downstairs and get the tripwire just lit all the way up.
Right over where that sound was.
Yes. I'm going to run down and get the Paracom S spirit box.
Okay.
And then we'll do a session up here to see if we can get more responses with other devices other than Ghost Tube. And but it seems like the equipment's starting to kick off too. That's so weird. I can see the REM pod light through the floor here. I got a glimpse.
Nobody knows.
Anyway, I'll be back.
Ghost Tube just said nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what happened to you?
You made those purple lights on the ground there light up. Could you do that again? They're really pretty, huh? Epoch said no.
Just said no?
Mm-hmm.
Should we move the Epoch?
Yeah, move it over there by the rim.
Yeah, because I don't want to miss a response. Don't want to pull a Ryan over here. I feel really strange. Like I feel so like my legs feel heavy up here. I feel so like off balance.
It's very, very bizarre.
Yeah. I mean, no jokes aside, I mean, all the energy that was up here, some of these girls may not have wanted to do what they did up here. Sorry, the light's probably blinding you.
I'm sure they didn't.
Yeah. Should we put this?
Yes, this is strange. Friend.
What did that just say?
Oh my God. Yes, this is strange, friend.
Because we were.
Am I a ghost?
What? Wow. To us, you might be. What's your name?
Did you move the epoch?
Yes, I have it in my hand.
Okay.
You just missed all this, Ryan.
I got the spirit box though.
Okay, my mind is so mush. I don't even remember what it just said now. All I remember is friend. This is so strange.
Yeah, I heard when I was coming up the stairs, I heard it say, yes, this is strange, friend, or something like that. Wow. What did you ask before it said that?
I was just making commentary, wasn't I?
Yeah, we were just saying how some of the women up here probably didn't like what they were doing or want to do what they were doing up here.
We were moving the epoch so we could see it. And I was walking over here and I said that. And then that's literally what this said over here. This is so strange, friend. Okay.
So weird.
I was asking you, where should I put this?
You could just set it right beside the REM pod, I guess.
Okay.
I think these batteries are dead in here. Of course, naturally.
Reset it. There we go.
I'm gonna have to go change the batteries in this.
Okay.
So I'll be back again in a second, this time with a spirit box that works.
Check my love. Okay.
So it's just Connor and I in here. Would you like to come out and talk with us?
I got something. Hold on. Let me get it out. Go stoop down. I got some money.
Whoa!
That was the REM pod. Where was that one at?
Might have been the one on.
Guys, I think there's a REM pod going off down here.
I've got some money. You want to come out and talk if I take out some money? I don't even know. I can't see what I've got here. I don't know how much it is. You want all this money? Can't even see it.
Was that on the stairs?
Yeah, I think so. It was pretty close.
I think it was this one right here on the stairs that I'm walking past right now.
Yeah, I think that was that one. Just bleeped real quick, though. I'll give you all this money if you can tell us your name. Can you do that for me? I never have money in my pocket when I go to brothels. Ghost brothels. So I figured I'd just bring some money.
It is the language of love for every human being in existence is money.
True.
And this is the oldest profession, and that's where it's very difficult to actually tell, like to assume that some of these women, it's pretty safe to assume that some of the women did not want to be here.
Yeah, we were just literally saying that when you were downstairs.
But it is possible that there may have been some women.
I can hear you.
Well, sorry, I know we're talking about you like you're not here in the room. I was just saying that maybe some of you did actually choose to do this because it was a lucrative way to make money. And that has been known to have happened in history, that there were women that chose this profession because of its benefits and financial gain and also its connections.
Here.
The ability to make connections professionally. But it's no secret there were many women that were forced into doing this who didn't want to. Yes.
Wow.
Hold on, sorry.
Are you one of the women who didn't want to be here?
There we go. So make sure you guys put down in the comments when you're listening, if any voices come through this, tell us what you hear, because we're not going to influence you by putting it up on the screen. We are going to say what we think we hear, but we want to know what you hear.
Is John Stark here?
I hear you.
I hear you.
Yeah, it said I can hear you and then I hear you. Can you use this box in my hand to speak? Try and put your voice in the sweeping, the white noise, the strange thing that you hear. We believe your voice can be carried through that. Can you talk through this? Speak as loudly as you can.
What was that? It's a man's voice.
Can you speak more clearly and loudly for us? Give me 1 second. I have to readjust the batteries in this because there's sometimes the sweep rate isn't right. There we go.
That's that same voice again. Is that the radio?
I don't know. I have no idea. Wait. I don't know if it's the batteries, but this thing is not working properly right now.
It's that voice again.
Is this John trying to come through?
Jacket.
Jacket.
What?
What?
Dave's mind's in the gutter.
Wait, why? His jacket? Oh.
Replace the E with an I.
Well, it does make sense.
We are in a brothel.
I meant it.
I meant it. Ghosts have humor. Thank you.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't encourage him. This thing isn't working properly.
It's not. That's so weird.
I don't know why it's not working. It's like not sweeping. I mean, it is sweeping, but it's sweeping at a very slow rate. And I would say let me go downstairs and get the other spirit box, but that would take forever, I'm sure, too.
Does it? And to me, it does not seem like we've already been going for an hour and a half.
No.
Have we been going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I mean, wow. Actually, if you think about all that we've gotten so far in an hour and a half, right off the bat.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And the epoch hasn't gone off since we moved over here, by the way.
Just once.
Mm-hmm.
The REM pod on the stairs, or maybe it's the REM pod down by where Jenny was. Because if you look, you said it sounded close, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Come over here and look at something.
Oh, the epoch just said no. Oh, no.
It said no? Mm-hmm. You can see that REM pod that's down by where Jenny passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, you can see the red light.
It's right below this, and you can see there's a crack in the floor right there. So it could have been that one that went
Here,
off.
hold this. I want to go down and test it. And Connor, you see if you think that's what it was.
Okay, let me go stand where I was.
Okay.
Okay. Dave is going to be going downstairs to
And
go.
then maybe we should end the night down there, because that's where it seems to be pretty active.
Yeah.
Was I standing? I was standing right about here.
Besides, humorous.
I'll start with the stairs.
Okay.
No, that's too close. I don't know. It just tap it real quick.
Children.
Children. It could have been the one downstairs because that one sounds a little more faint.
Oh, wow.
What?
I just got a really... Ooh, I didn't like that.
What?
What happened?
I just felt like there was someone standing... Ooh, behind me when I turned around to walk away from that REM pod.
Well, it just said children on GhostTube while you were down there.
Oh, really?
What if it was the children that bapped that?
Maybe.
I mean, it is like a toy to them.
Yeah.
Could be. Do you want to go down there?
Yeah, should we
Yeah.
grab this stuff and head down?
We should end the night down in the saloon area.
Yeah.
Because that's where we had a lot of that weird stuff go on.
For sure.
All right, well, I'll grab this stuff and...
And if that's the REM pod that went off...
Oh, I did not like that.
Far away.
Far away.
I imagine not. I felt a really weird presence when I went down there, too, to get this spirit box.
Did you?
In the saloon area?
Well, when I
kitchen?
walked by the saloon.
Yeah.
I went to where the dining room table is, where we were getting all those responses.
What the hell? What was that?
What?
I think that was you, but I just saw like
A flash of light.
Yeah, that's good. That scared me because it was on my side of my eye. Have we got everything?
Other than my flashlight right here, yeah.
Okay. And then we'll go downstairs.
You got the epoch?
Oh, I didn't get the music box.
I got it.
Okay, yeah, I got the epoch.
Oof. So bright. Yeah, it must be the one down in the bar or in the saloon area because the one on the stairs sounded way too close when we were up here.
Okay.
Do we have the music? Yeah, we have the motion sensors.
Remember, you can make these pretty. You can make pretty music play.
Show them how it works, Ryan.
All you have to do is walk over here and just get in front of this.
Closed.
Closed.
Is the bar closed? Is the saloon closed?
Or the brothel's closed.
Oh, it ain't closed.
True.
I'm just kidding. Didn't we have the REM pod go off? My memory. Did the REM pod go off on the stairs earlier? Didn't we have a beep, a bap?
That was the one in.
Oh, in the
living room.
That's right. That's
Or in
right.
the parlor. But we'd love to hear this one go
I
off.
can't leave.
I can't leave.
I can't leave.
That's weird.
Why can't you leave? Right when I get ready to walk in this room too. Right in the doorway.
I'm really off kilter walking down
I
here
am
again,
too.
which is really weird. Like I keep stumbling.
I know. I feel drunk. Actually, we should probably put this in the doorway.
Yeah. Connor's setting up the paranormal, the PMB paratune.
I like it.
Oh, here I think we may have to reset it because it's going off.
Oh, it's actually good. Okay.
It shouldn't go off. Maybe nudge it closer,
Where at? Closer here?
closer to the
Door?
door, or it might be reading the REM pod. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's weird. Let's just do it this way. I can't even bend over. There we go.
There we go.
That's weird.
I'm probably going to set it off, but I kind of want to snake this out here.
This uncut video, y'all are getting a behind the scenes and the stuff you don't get to see whenever we're making an episode, because normally we just cut all this setup out.
Okay.
Okay.
Just setting down my flashlight.
Stand probably right about here. I think is where I was at last time, right?
Ooh. Oh, it's dust. Never mind.
What?
I thought I saw something fly past you, but it was just dust.
Swell. Oh, I wish it wasn't.
We heard that light go off by the door. We'd love for you to speak to us. Again, we're going to have to leave here soon, and we wanted to come back to talk to you. You sent us to the kitchen.
Was that your stomach?
That was my throat.
Okay.
When I was getting ready to talk, yeah, my throat made a noise.
Jenny, are you still here?
That was my stomach.
I'm getting like a stabbing pain in my stomach right here.
Are you? You don't think it's what we ate, do you?
I hope not. I don't need a repeat of Missouri.
God.
Here, I kind of want to try something.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That was my knees.
Jenny, were you standing right here when he took your life?
Why?
Well, that's the history that we understand, and we just want to confirm your story. If he
Don't leave me dead.
Connor, come sit down.
Oh,
Don't leave me dead.
yeah. Okay. Hold on. I got my
Damaged.
damaged.
We just want you to have the last...
George.
George.
We just want you to have the last word. He did something awful to you, and you didn't get to speak your word.
Yes.
Thank you. And I think by now you can understand that we're not here to hurt you. We're not going to do anything to you like John did to you. We're just here to be friendly.
Whoa.
I just saw the blink, right?
REM pod on the stairs out here is going off.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't hear it.
I saw the light. It didn't make a noise, I don't think.
Did you just touch this light?
Was that the rope?
No, it's right here.
Would any of those strings of rope around the corner go off? Because I saw the light flick.
I don't think it was the one that was by you guys.
I don't think it was right next to me. Is the rope hanging out in the hallway too, or no?
It is, yeah, but I think the REM pod went off. I heard it go off.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's weird because we didn't hear
Yeah, we
it.
didn't even hear it. I saw it. Or a light, at least.
Well, I'm going to go back in here and maybe you can make it go off for longer. walking back in front of this.
Hear that music like that?
I'm gonna put this down. My fingers are freezing.
Okay. Can you walk through here just like Ryan did? Jenny, after John did what he did to you, did you lay here on the floor?
Morning.
Did you?
I'm sorry, mourning like you're crying.
Okay. Did you lie here on the floor for a long time before you passed away?
I'm gonna have to review this.
What?
I don't know if that was my eyes playing tricks on me.
Wait. I just heard loud movement in there.
You did?
Yeah.
I was zoomed in on you guys, and then I zoomed out, and I swear, when I zoomed poisoned again. I swear when I zoomed out, I saw like a shadow ball move from left to right across that door right there.
On the ground?
No, about
Library.
about the height of a person's head, like up high.
Wow.
You know what? It's really weird you saying that. I actually thought I saw someone in the corner of my eye, like the light blink again, but none of you said anything. That was moments before you mentioned that, though. Wow. I thought I saw the light over here blink.
Stay tuned to the end.
Pathetic.
Stay tuned to the end, guys. Pathetic again.
Again?
Stay tuned to the end of this video because this is an uncut investigation. I'm not going to cut to a replay of that just yet. At the end, when we are done with this, before we end the video, I will replay that and see if we actually caught something there.
Ryan, did you hear that?
What'd you hear?
You didn't hear that? That was so loud.
I stepped on this board and it made a cracking sound.
36.
Again?
That's the same number from upstairs.
What's weird? Okay, all right. What is so weird about this ghost tube is that we talked about earlier how a number is assigned to letters, and it goes off environmental readings, and it will say what word it is by the number, it's assigned to. It is saying the same stuff. Mm-hmm. I've never been to a place where it says the same stuff constantly. Pathetic has been said like 4 or 5 times.
If not more.
Like, it constantly keeps saying pathetic. Was she saying, John, you're pathetic for cheating on me or something like that? Like they have children together. Mm-hmm. These could be words of something that was left behind, like more of a residual kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like you said, there's 1,000 words in that dictionary. Why is it saying the exact same ones? If it's random.
Jared.
If it's randomized, why is it saying the exact same words over and over again?
Right.
In multiple situations.
Could that have been her last word too, telling her husband that
he was pathetic?
Hag. H-A-G. Like, is that a mean name for a woman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like an old hag?
No.
Did it say no?
Yeah. No. Maybe she kept saying he was pathetic, and that is what made him shoot her. Yeah, think about it back then too, like a man being, talked down to by his wife back then. Things were different with women and men back then. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was embarrassing for him when she left him, and coming back, and she's just going off on him, and he couldn't stand being talked down to by her, and that's what got her killed.
That's possible.
That could be a stretch. I might be pulling something, but I'm just trying to put some stuff together. You know, you can only get so much from history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that combined with that letter that he got saying that she had been sleeping around.
Jenny, did you see the letter? Did he read the letter to you?
Apologize.
You apologized?
So who wrote the letter? And was it even true?
That's the thing. They don't know if it was true or not.
What if it was Bertha that wrote the letter? You know what I mean?
It could be. Whoever it was that wrote it said that they were from the town that she was staying in when she was separated from her husband, and that she was one of the women whose husbands that Jenny had slept with when she was there.
How would they even know who she is?
Well, right, you know.
Real.
I guess in small towns, everyone knew everything back then, though, so it's hard to tell.
True.
You know what I was just thinking, though?
Huh.
Do you think...
What?
Do you think it was the children that had to come in and find them?
No.
No?
No, it was the bar patrons that were in here.
Okay.
Oh, people were in here to witness it.
Yes, and I had read a newspaper article that, like, someone down the street, and it was actually his father that was one of the first ones to see the aftermath because they heard the shots.
That was me, I'm sorry. That was me, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I was going to say something, I was just waiting for him to...
Yes.
Child.
Wow.
Maybe it was, I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe the
Over here.
child over here.
I'm so sorry for scaring you. I was going to wait for him to finish. I didn't want to interrupt him.
That's okay. That's okay.
Your soul about left your body.
It did. It sounded like a growl. I was like, oh God.
It's a demon in my stomach.
Yeah, they said that people outside heard the shots and came in and found them almost immediately.
I mean, John, I really hope that you didn't put your children through that and make them see the both of you lying here.
Do you even know what happened to your children?
Jenny might not even know what happened.
Stop recording.
That was...
Was it the doors?
I don't know. But that loud noise we heard earlier was loud. That was upstairs.
Jenny might not even know what happened to her, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if he was a coward and did it when she turned her back.
Adam.
Adam?
Yeah.
I gotta stand up. My stomach's going crazy. Do you know Adam?
It's good. Stand up as well.
Stand up.
Adam is the one who lets people come in here and try and learn your story. Do you know him?
Oh my God.
You okay, man?
No.
What's wrong?
Oh my God, dude. I felt like I was going to fall over.
You all right?
Oh, no, I felt like the whole floor was moving.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so serious. I don't know if I'm just cold. I literally thought I was going to fall. Oh my God. Okay. Can you, yeah. I can barely stand up. I feel so strange. This is weird.
It is,
I
yeah.
really do feel weird.
Do you have a message for Adam?
I come and go.
You come and go.
We kind of picked up on that tonight while we were here. We're going to have to get going soon.
What is that?
What?
You don't hear the tapping?
I think it's the floor under me.
Oh, you are standing on that door thing.
Yeah, there's that trap door of the basement. Yes.
Wow. Look at that.
Are you ready for us to leave? I'm a little bit on edge, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Literally, when you stepped over there and I looked like I literally felt like the room was tipping this way. It was really strange.
That is so bizarre.
I don't know if my toes are frozen right now. So I don't know if that's because I'm just losing my balance, but I've just been feeling so off in here all night. I'm like drinking or something, you know?
I mean, you're in the right spot.
True.
Ryan, was there anything else that we wanted to do, or?
No, I think we've covered the whole building. We just wanted to say thank you so much for coming out and speaking to us and giving us so many incredible experiences. Even if...
Oh, God.
Yeah, the music box is there, Dave.
I was just going to come over here and stand with you if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Come on over,
Come on over, Connor.
Oh, I'm involved?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming out and communicating with us, if that was you, and for telling your story and for giving us experiences that we'll never forget. The Stark Saloon has 100% been a place that we will remember for a very long time.
For more than one reason now.
For more than one reason now. Yeah, before we move on to the...
Stressed.
Here, let me see that, Connor. There's a couple of things I want to review before we end up leaving here. Let me go back to where we think it said Juan. Yeah, it did say Juan and how, so that was Juan. And then the other thing I wanted to do was I want to go and see if... I want to replay that moment where I thought I saw that shadow, and I will put on screen in text during this replay whether or not it was actually something that was captured or was something that wasn't captured, and you guys can look at it and let me know in the comments below. Let all of us know in the comments below what you think about it. So here's that replay. I'm going to have to review this.
What?
I don't know if that was my eyes playing tricks on me.
Wait.
Well, I guess we'll find out whenever we review this footage, because we didn't cut there. We're just letting you guys watch it. But here at the Stark Saloon, we have learned a lot about this place, about its history, and about the possible situation that, you know, they might be using these pieces of equipment to communicate with us. We're not sure. So let us know down in the comments. My nose is running here from how cold it is.
It's so cold, you guys.
I can't feel my toes.
Let us know down in the comments below. Did you enjoy this uncut investigation? Getting to watch us investigate without having any sort of cutting between multiple camera angles, without having to have periods of time cut out or fast forwarded. Did you enjoy this, and would you like to see more of these in the future? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you watched all the way to this point in the video, make sure that you comment down below, I'm gonna go subscribe to Paranormal Encounters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Somebody's making a big return to YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah.
Connor's returning to YouTube. You're going to see a lot of Paranormal Encounters episodes over on that YouTube channel. It'll be linked down below in the description, so make sure you show Connor some love and subscribe to Paranormal Encounters.
Yeah.
What did you think about tonight, Connor?
I thought the ghost tube responses were very interesting. I really wanted to get more responses up there in the brothel area, just because you and I are together in a brothel. But, I've never been in a place where I kept hearing the same responses: pathetic, pathetic, leave. Multiple ways of doing that, especially in an area where you had an experience last time falling through the floor.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite was the ghost tube part.
Yeah, most definitely. It seemed intelligent, just like the last time we were here. We noticed that about ghost tube on our first investigation when I had that incident where I did step in that hole.
Oh, jeez, are you okay?
Yep, I'm good. Here, give me the... I threaded the needle on that one.
Be careful.
It did not just say that.
Oh, God.
It did not.
I'm good. But... oh, thank you. Thank you, whoever is here. At first it said, be careful, then it said, are you okay? Like, it seemed intelligent, like someone was legitimately concerned, and this time it seemed like someone was really talking to us. And I think, to me, the most shocking response that we got was that grave, I don't like it.
Yeah.
That right there, that hit me right in the feels, because she's buried with him, his family, she is buried with the man who took her life and ruined her life before that, so with Bertha. So crazy times. Make sure you guys hit that like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we got a lot coming up here in the future. Amazing locations. Yes, it's telling you. Yes, subscribe. The Epoch wants you to subscribe to the channel, because we got a lot coming up. A lot of big locations, a lot of cool haunted locations, and you don't want to miss it.
You don't. And a huge thank you to Adam and Addie for letting us come out here tonight. We super appreciate it.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys come out here and check out the Stark Saloon. Make sure you check out the Indiana State Sanatorium. Make sure you check out the Billy Creek Village. Make sure you guys check out the Madison Seminary and Fairfield County Infirmary.
And the half a dozen other places.
and all the other places that they
goes on.
offer. The list goes on. So we appreciate them. We appreciate them letting us come out and investigate here tonight. Until next time, peace, love, and ghosts. Bye.